Welcome back to My Life Lessons by Lisa Maria. Hello, hello, hello. I just wanted to share how we attract what we are and in how what we are relates in that we may not like what we get. First, I want to begin by telling you something I heard Steve Harvey say years ago. And although I still have not read his book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, it's on my summer reading list. He mentioned that we, men and women, ought to stop, and I'm probably paraphrasing this really badly, but you will get the point. We ought to stop jumping in and out of bad relationships with people until we have gone through a trial period of at least 90 days. Today's society will tell you 30 days. It's up to you. Unless you are just looking for a hookup, that's up to you. If a job gives you a 90-day probation period, why is it that we can't give the person we are considering to be our significant other the same amount of time to really get to know them? A person can only hold a false front for so long. And during that time, any red flags or non-negotiable flags that arise, you need to pay careful attention to, because chances are that may not change for that person. Yes, God can change anyone. However, we need to take notice of these things and stop shortchanging ourselves for a compromise that is only going to cause heartache and pain and unnecessary difficulty, just because we don't want to be alone. Being by yourself is not the worst thing in the world. You get to know yourself, what you like, and what you like to do. Are you adventurous? Are you a morning person? Are you a last minute for everything person? Or are you a planner? You get to know what you are willing to accept and what you are not. Once you have that somewhat figured out, don't waver. If this person can't meet your standards, don't lower them, move on. There is someone out there who can and will. Now back to what you attract. If you are a mean-spirited, bitter, resentful person who holds grudges and not willing to forgive, that is what you are attracting. Then you get upset about the person you chose to be in your life, saying they are mistreating you. Ask God, seek and you shall find, to show you what kind of person you really are. And once He does, don't make excuses for why you are always so mean and ill-tempered, etc. He already knows. Ask Him to help change you. His methods may be hard, but worth it. If you know you are a generous, compassionate, and kind person, do not let yourself become anyone's doormat or be too willing to be available at the last minute. That's definitely your preference. However, be mindful so as not to appear thirsty. One more thing before I let you go, and I'm just going to touch briefly on this subject and get more in depth at a later time. Time is a precious and valuable commodity that once lost can never be regained. I say that to say this: be wise and be considerate. Understand that if you are both working at least one full-time job and or holding down a part-time job and or running your own business or trying to get it off the ground, we must understand that any free time we have available is precious and a gift granted to the other person. Don't take advantage. Don't be late when making an arrangement or an agreement to meet. Be understanding, but don't accept being put off more than 3 times. Excuses are excuses. Be mindful of accepting them. We make time for what we value and what is important to us. Don't be so quick to lay down the pipe or unlock the vault. That changes everything in a heartbeat, and your perspective will be skewed out of whack. Meet in a public place during the daytime, if at all possible, and be mindful of how the other person interacts with others around you. I will bring this up again at another time. I want to thank you for taking time to watch me today. And as always, I pray that God may continue to bless your life. I'm out.